Hello and welcome. If you are new here, my name is Tammy, and I'm so glad that you decided to join me today. On this video, I would like to discuss daily pages. I've seen so many different planners nowadays have a ton of note pages in the back, and many people are opting for something similar to this notebook. This is a B6 Stalogy, which I purchased from Amazon, and I see a lot of these nowadays. So I wanted to talk about daily pages and different ways that we could format them to suit our planning needs. Any of these ideas can be tweaked to fit your lifestyle. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you some of the ways that I would find helpful to use daily pages. So if that sounds interesting, then stay tuned. Okay, friend, I have 5 layout ideas for your daily pages. I'm using some very generic headers, but feel free to tweak these to fit your lifestyle and planning. These are just ideas I've used in my own personal planning, and I'm going to fill in some of these templates to show you examples of how I would fill them in. On all of my daily pages, I like to start with the date up in this corner right here. I prefer to put down the day of the week, the month, and the day of the month. I don't typically add the year. I just write down, for example, Monday 2/17. I also like to add the weather, which gives me a little snapshot of my day and reminds me of what I may need that day. If you've ever worn your hair down on a windy day, then you know what I mean. I usually doodle the weather and just write down the high temperature for the day. Some people prefer writing the high and the low temperature, whatever works best for you. Now, I strongly encourage you to write down a daily gratitude, which I have on this one over here. This is especially helpful if you struggle with anxiety or depression. It focuses you to remember something good about your day. Now, your daily gratitude does not have to be some big, elaborate thing. It could just be something very simple, like a really good cup of coffee, or a hot shower that you got that day, or a hug from a loved one. You can find something to be grateful for every day. And there's going to be some days where it is something really big, like a promotion, or maybe you just got engaged, or something really great happens to you. Those things should be written down so that later you can look back at them. It's just a nice little reminder. Now, of course, on our daily pages, we want a spot to write things that we need to do that day. So I have a spot here to write daily to-dos, and you can decide how many to-dos you can do in a day. Boy, that's a mouthful. Many people just choose like your 3 top things that you want to accomplish that day. If you think you can handle more than that and it won't overwhelm you, then by all means, do however many you think you can handle. But this is just as an example. And I like to put a little spot here to check them off because it's gratifying to me to see what I've accomplished. I wanted to leave a lot of space for notes, which you can see down here. I have like half the page for notes. You can use this for journaling. You could use this for pretty much anything that you want. If you have notes about an email, if you have meeting notes, whatever you want. Plus, there's plenty of space for deco if that's your thing. On to page number 2. I have the date up here, of course, and then I went ahead and put a timeline down This is especially helpful if you have a very busy day ahead of you and you just want to keep track of where you're supposed to be and when. So I started at 6 a.m. and ended at 8 p.m. Of course, these things can be changed to suit your needs. As an example, I'm just going to go ahead and fill this in with perhaps you are a parent that has to drop off your children at school, and then you want to fit in time to go to the gym, and then maybe you have to go to work. So you're going to put that down and how long you work for. Then, of course, you have to go back and pick up the kids. And any parent knows that they're going to be hungry, so you have to go get the groceries and then make dinner. Kids are always hungry. It just seems like they're always hungry. Anyways, um, so this basically just gives you a snapshot of your day so you can see that it is possible to get all the things done. Again, I left a spot here for gratitude, and I boxed this one off. You can use this just to write down simple things. You could even write down a little paragraph if you choose to, however you wish to do it. A little spot here for your daily to-dos or things that maybe you did already that you accomplished, however you prefer to do it. So there are days where I like to write down things that I did that day. And a smaller spot here for notes, but there's still a spot to write notes or journal if that's what you want to do. Maybe you want to do a prayer list. Maybe you want to put a scripture verse or write down a recipe that you want to try that day. There's enough space here to write down whatever you need. Now, my third daily page, again, I start with the date and I have the weather up at the top, right up here. And then I have a spot for gratitude. Again, I boxed it off. A spot for daily to-dos or what you did that day type of list. And then I left a ton of space here for notes. So this is for the person that wants to do a lot of journaling or likes to write down a lot of notes, or if you are a decorative planner and you like a lot of space for stickers or washi tape. Daily page number 4, again, I have a spot for the date and the weather up at the top. And I have a much larger spot here for gratitude. This is perfect if you do like to write in paragraph form, or if you have a little bit more that you want to journal about. You have a nice spot right up here at the top. And then the rest of this, I just divided in half. I have a spot for your to-dos and your notes. So you can do your tasks over here, and you have a lot of space for notes or decoration with stickers or whatever. And now on to daily page number 5. And this is going to be more of a self-care focus. I have a list form for gratitude. Maybe you're challenging yourself to think of more than one thing that you're grateful for in a day, which is excellent. So I have that spot here, a smaller spot here for notes. Of course, you can see my date and weather at the top, a spot here for tasks. Now over here, I have created a little spot for self-care. Maybe you're tracking your mood, your energy level. This is for how much water you drink in a day. I just put circles down. You could use boxes or whatever, and you can check off how many maybe glasses you drank or whatever, however you're counting that. And this is for your meal tracker. If you have maybe your special diet where you're trying to keep track of what you're eating, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And this is enough spot for me here. I can write in this space. If it's too small, you can tweak it to fit your writing. Maybe you like to track your workout for the day as well. If you are somebody who is trying to get on a wellness journey of some kind, then this daily page really might suit your needs. And there you go, my friend. There's 5 different daily pages that you can incorporate into your daily planning. Hopefully, this helps give you an idea of ways you can use those daily pages in the back of your planner for 2025. Or if you are using just a notebook of some kind like this one, then you have kind of an idea, some templates to use. Again, tweak them to suit your needs. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today while we do these daily pages. Let me know in the comments below if you have any ideas that you would like to add. How do you use your daily pages in your planner? Let's continue that conversation in the comments section. If this video helped you, then please hit that like button. And of course, if you haven't yet, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you join our community. Now, here's another video for you to try.